Hey you guys, I'm live in my backyard and well obviously I'm live, right? So today I'm going to show you how to put on your race tattoos, okay? And there's a trick to doing this the right way. And if you watch this video, you probably won't have to really read all these instructions. I'm going to go over how to do it, and then you can comment below if you have any secrets on how to do this, more efficiently or, faster or with more accuracy. So here goes. These were left over from a race where this was down in Austin, and I got super sick the night before the race, so I didn't race. So I saved my tattoos, and I meant to make this video like a long time ago, but I never got to, and they were sitting on my kitchen counter, and I thought, okay, today's the day. So the first thing you want to do is take a bottle of alcohol and a cotton ball, and you want to clean the area of your bicep, your triceps and biceps, kind of in between here, and make it dry and clean, like no lotion, no sunscreen, nothing. So it's completely dry and clean, right? Then I always, if I'm doing it at home, I usually do it race morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning. If you're doing it at the race, sometimes you have to run down to the water and dip your washcloth in the cold water. Or you can bring your own water bottle, but for today, I'm gonna dip it in the pool, and then I'm gonna show you how to peel it. So, and like, it doesn't have to be soaking wet. Like, you can make it, I'm squeezing some of the water out actually. So you just want it to be wet, not damp. It has to be wet, but not like soaking wet. All right, then I always, I think I already did this on this, but I always cut off like all the extra. And if it's like maybe an inch or two of extra stuff and I don't want it on there, I just cut that off. Because the less stuff on me when I'm racing, the better. So I'm all about reducing drag and that kind of thing. So the first thing I did was I separated this piece of overlay onto the number, just like that, okay? And then, and I have done this before. I've actually put it on upside down and messed it up that way. So pay attention. You don't want to put it on upside down, okay? So imagine what these numbers are going to look like, and you can like look in the mirror even, and make sure that they're in the right order, because you don't want to cross the finish line with contradicting numbers, okay? So once I have it on my clean, dry arm, so I'm going to stick it like somewhere around here. So you would like see it when I'm running, right? So you would see it from the side when I'm running. And then I'm going to take the wet washcloth, just like that, and I'm just patting it gently on my arm. So I'm soaking the whole thing through, so it's like really nice and wet. Can you see that? So you want to get like all the corners of it, because you have to peel this off, right? So just like that. You don't want it soaking wet, because it'll, if you saturate it, it'll be hard for it to stick. So once it's on there, and see, I can tell that I'm about to pull this off and it's not all the way on there. And this is really old, so I hope this even works. But okay, so I got it on there. Then I'm going to reach from the bottom. It's not quite wet enough. All right. Like I said, this is like a really old tattoo from like last year even. Okay, so here I go. I'm peeling it off. if you think it's going to come off when you're doing it, pat it down a little bit more. So there, I'm peeling this off, okay? Then what I usually do is, and there's my race number on there. Like, as you can see, I probably could have done the edges a little bit better, but it's pretty good. So then the other thing you could do is take the cool hair dryer, like put it on cool, and then dry it on there if you really want to. And that should stay on. A lot of people put them on before bed, the night before the race. I don't like to, because I don't want to risk it like coming off when I'm under the covers. So that is my race number, and that should stay on. Just let it dry for a little while after you put it on, and you should be good to go when you put your long sleeve shirt on, or your jersey, or your tri-suit, or whatever. But and then make sure you throw away your stuff, because a lot of times the USA Triathlon officials will penalize you or take time off. If you're throwing your stuff around in transition, they can take 2 minutes off your time. So don't throw trash, don't leave your stuff around, that kind of thing. So that's it. So then you would do the other arm, and sometimes there's a one for your calf with like your age on it, or your age group, I think. And sometimes there's not one for your calf, but make sure you put them on. Now, here's an emergency that I've had happen. If you get to the race and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot my race number, you can always, I'm just making sure we can see this. So you can always bring a Sharpie. I always bring a Sharpie in my bag, just in case something goes wrong with this number. I can always mark my number on myself with a Sharpie. So always carry a Sharpie with you. I always carry a scissors, tape, and a Sharpie in my race bag, because I don't like my numbers flapping around on my bike. And so I cut off all the excess, and then I tape it really tight so it doesn't drag in the wind. So yeah, I'm all about no drag when I'm racing. So anyway, that's the scoop on your race numbers. I hope this was helpful. And if you have questions, or if you have comments like how you make this better, then share them with me below. So I would love to know how you do it. So that's it. I'm signing off, and I hope you guys can see this video because it's kind of dark. But I will see you guys later in the week, and don't forget to like this page.